A very good morning to all. Today, we are going to discuss some other properties of a magnet. So, you all know what is a magnet. What is a magnet? It is a piece of metal with strong attraction to another metal object. So, magnet is an object that attracts other objects that are made of iron, cobalt, nickel, etc. Now, let's discuss about few other properties of a magnet. We know that magnet points to the north-south direction. When a magnet is suspended freely, it always remains in the north-south direction. So, here the question is, why does a magnet always point in the north-south direction? So, when a magnet is suspended freely, it always remains in the north-south direction. So, why it is like that? Why does a magnet always point in the north-south direction? So, that is, we know that the earth is like a giant magnet. Why the earth is called as the giant magnet? You know why? Because the earth core is made up of iron, nickel and cobalt materials which have magnetic properties. So, we can say earth is like a giant magnet. And the magnet earth has north pole in the south direction and south pole in the north direction. So, when a magnet is suspended freely, the north pole of the magnet gets attracted to the south pole of the Earth's magnet and the south pole of the magnet gets attracted to the north pole of the magnet Earth. So, I will tell you once again, I will repeat it once again. So, when a magnet is suspended freely, the north pole of the magnet gets attracted to the south pole of the magnet Earth and the south pole of the magnet gets attracted to the north pole of the magnet Earth. This property we call it as the directive property. So, we have already learnt this in the last class. So, when a magnet is suspended freely, it remains in the north-south direction. That property we call it as the directive property. And this property is used for making magnetic compass. So, what is a magnetic compass? It is an instrument that is used for finding direction. So, as you can see, the magnetic compass has a needle that is a magnet. That is why, no matter where you place the compass, the needle will always remain in the north-south direction. Moving on to the next property of a magnet, that is, two poles of a magnet cannot be separated. So, we know that the magnet has two poles, that is the north pole and the south pole. And two poles of a magnet cannot be separated. That means poles of permanent magnet cannot be separated by cutting them into pieces. So, if a magnet is cut into pieces, then each piece will form a separate permanent magnet. So, I hope it is clear to you. If a magnet is cut into pieces, the two pieces will form a separate permanent magnet and each magnet will have north pole and south pole. So that two poles of a magnet cannot be separated. So, no matter how small the piece of magnet is, each magnet will have the two poles, that is the north pole and the south pole. So, that is the another property of magnet, that is two poles of a magnet cannot be separated. The next property is that magnet exerts maximum force at both of its poles. So, we know that the magnet has two poles, that is the north pole and the south pole, and the maximum force is exerted in the poles. For example, when a magnet is brought near iron fillings, the iron fillings get stuck into both the sides of the magnet. That is, it gets stuck into both the poles of the magnet. So, we can say that The magnet exerts maximum force at both of its poles. So that is another property of a magnet. So I hope it is clear to you. We'll meet in the next class and discuss another properties of magnet. Till then, thank you.